before the starting of the program, I laid down 10 things which was in my diary, and I wanted to have a roadmap and answers for those. And from the very first day, when I started doing the meditation, I wanted a universal intelligence to guide me towards those 10 points. Yesterday itself, I have got all the 9 points, and the 10th point, which was today, maybe the message has started coming. I could send some of the messages. Now, this program is such a wonderful program that it really gives the inner transformation and approach the person to come to the inner depth. Now, one of the thing, I read Mind to Matter book, Chandra sir, and in one of the 40 days program, you have narrated that story. And when Dawson has found, he could find out that car keys in the samundar, in the sea. I had one very important document, and that document was, for last 1.5 years, I was searching like anything. Of course, from my home and here and there, and the one of the point, the 7th point out of the 10 points is to find out that document. And I have only 2 options, either to spend 10 to 15 hours in searching where that document has gone, or I could meditate for 3 hours and find out, go back to the time, 2 years, 3 years, where that document was kept. There was only 2 options in front of me. Of course, there was no see here, my home and some other home, some nearby another flat. After the meditation, I have gone back to the time, and I could find out that folder, in which folder that document was kept. Because that point I have written in my diary, that if Dawson can find out keys in the sea, why cannot I find my document, which I have got zero sense from last 2 years, zero sense where the document has gone. It was such an important document. And after the meditation, 7th point, yesterday, I could go back and try to find out, this could be the location, this could be the folder, and this folder, this was a document. I told my mother, go and check on that Almira, it was kept there, and she finally found it, which a document we are unable to locate for last 2 years. This is the power of meditation. This is the power of Amrut. So every concept, if we implement it, we can implement it, we will get the result. I am giving you another example what I have got. That was the 7th point. Rest all 9 points, I have got the universal intelligence direction, what I have to do. No complaints, no judgment. Follow the philosophy of Buddha. See you. Thank you very, very much, Chandra sir. Thank you.
Namaste, Masters, and happy morning and evening. I am Gitanjali, and welcome to day 15 of our program, Sankalp. Sankalpa is the commitment to ourselves, which we have done, and we have progressed till 15 days. So congratulations. Today, I will request Chandra sir to guide us further on the intentions and the meditation connection. Over to you, sir.
Good to have you there, Gitanjali madam. Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Wonderful afternoon and evening. It's a beautiful story Amit is narrating. That book, Mind to Matter, when I opened that book, when I read that story, it was truly fascinating that what meditation can bring possibilities to surface, to help us to believe in the possibility and tune into the possibility. Now, Amitji narrated his own life event. And normal thinking is, I lost my keys in a sea, impossible to find, drop it. Normal thinking is, we're working on this for last 2 years. I don't think it's going to work at all. Drop it. Whether it is business result, whether it is finding a folder, whether it is something. Knowing that infinite possibilities exist, but meditation helps us to change towards that state where we tune in to the possibility to make things happen. And which means our intentions, our dreams can come true when you make meditation a basis. So let's look to understand some of these concepts of how these things come up to surface when you meditate. Of the many possibilities, the possibility they're looking for come up to surface, and meditation greatly helps. Call it manifestation science, beginning of it. After meditation, we'll understand this concept. Relax yourself, dear friends. We're practicing breath meditation. Our goal is to rest the mind, relax the mind, and we do this by observing our normal, natural breath. Resting the mind means emptying the mind, relaxing the body, but slowly, we relax the mind to the point where we empty the mind. We do this by observing our normal, natural breath, called breath meditation, that we are practicing here in a group. Group meditation is quite powerful, inspiring, and so we come together in a group here every morning, India time, or evening West time. So the process is here, as you see in the picture, sitting down comfortably, closing your eyes, removing glasses, spectacles, fingers into fingers, hands very gently, relaxedly placed in your lap, crossing your feet. When you cross feet and then fingers into fingers, then when you're stressful, there's lots of energy in the hands and legs. They tend to move, distract the mind. And so then this gentle locking helps us to keep the body stable. Spiritually speaking, there's an energy points, they're called energy circuits, get formed when you do this chain. And so we do this. And so in this posture, we observe a normal natural breath, resting your attention on the nose. You close your eyes, rest your attention on the nose and observe the breath, your natural breath. Rest your attention on the nose and observe your breath there, anywhere in the nose. Breath going in and coming out. It's going in and coming out all the time. You just have to take a reference point. So take the reference point on the nose and notice that breath going in and then coming out 15 times. Potential average. Just observe it. Don't count all those things, but simply notice the breath is there, going, coming. And so we do that slowly, thoughts come down, mind relaxes, body relaxes. At some point, you may go into empty states. And as thoughts come down, relaxing body and mind, you may notice a few things in your body and mind involuntarily, witness all of them. They're called meditation experiences. And then be in that state of calmness, emptiness. Whenever thoughts come and then disturb your calmness and thoughts are there, you go back to the breath, observe the breath, again start the process all over. It's called breath meditation. We're practicing this for a few minutes. In the end, we express gratitude and conclude our meditation. So, welcome to anybody who joined new today. Relax yourself. Thoughts are common, whether it's new, whether you're new or whether you're in the week 3. Thoughts are very, very common. And we don't bother about thoughts. We only thing we do when thoughts come, we go back to breath. That's a very important point to distinguish, understand, and then we practice meditation that way, not worrying about thoughts. Instead, when thoughts are there, let me go to breath. Make that be the center of understanding of meditation practice. Then you will master the practice soon. Relax yourself, dear friends. Your eyes closed. Relax your body. Dear friends, dear masters, with your glasses removed, eyes closed, fingers into fingers, hands rested comfortably in your lap, observe your natural, normal in breath and the out breath. We are going into powerful breath mindfulness meditation. In this meditation, we observe our natural breath, and slowly mind becomes calmer and emptier. Become aware of the emptiness, the blackness. As you merge into your breath, All emptiness is energy. This is the quantum field of energy, the field of infinite possibilities. The longer you stay connected to this emptiness energy, the more creative you become, the more clearer you become. Merge into the emptiness of yourself, your greater inner intelligence. The more you are with it, with this emptiness, the more guided you are. More intuitive you are. Friends, at this time, let's express gratitude. Gratitude to everyone and everything in your life. To your parents, teachers, family, friends, colleagues. To the nature, the bird, the fish and the animal, to planets, stars. To all things you use, the technology, the government, the companies, the systems. To yourself and to this intelligent universe. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Okay, dear friends, hope you enjoy the session. When we intend, and we intend with focus, and we intend with passion that it is truly important to us, meditation seems to give a great lift in bringing those possibilities into us. The science of intentions, Sankalpa. Why do your Sankalpas have that Shakti? Intentions have that energy, and then they, coupled with meditation, seem to bring that into your life unexpectedly, miraculously. There's a book called Secret. It came in about 20 years ago. Talked about thinking, law of attraction. Beginning of, I mean, it is there always. Your thoughts create reality. The law of attraction, what you think and feel, bring things into you, which seem to reflect many successful leaders' mind. But there's a part that is there, which may not be covered there, is about the power of meditation when coupled with thinking and feeling of what you're looking to have, and how meditation makes it effortless, how meditation makes it miraculously, unexpectedly bringing something into your life. When I wanted to start Buddhasya Quantum Foundation, I had a passion to start this. It's clear that if I'm doing something, I will be doing what I'm doing here. To share whatever that is help me to grow in my career, to improve my health, or just have this great life, manifest many things. Just have this great life, easy, effortless life. More than that, just feeling that you are living a very meaningful, contributing life. Because by then I was also parallelly, actively working as a board member and co-organizer at Pyramid Valley International and establishing this meditation center, which gives meditation and spiritual science understanding to every seeker who comes there. So that passion to, and then the clarity to give what I'm experiencing through meditation is there. But then how to how to make things happen was not necessarily there. I knew a few things. I can start by renting a center place in Bangalore and then start from here, a traditional understanding. But there are many ways it can get started. Many ways it can get a lift. It happened when I was thinking to start in a physical space that we had as a meditation space by then, a natural thought. But then suddenly, due to COVID, a thought that doing online sessions came. So it comes from inside somewhere. Okay, just do this. Just came. No one was doing online meditation sessions that time. And then as I was doing it, as I enjoyed, then suddenly, and it's all through the meditation process. One of the days, a thought that invite Patricia to the sessions came. I was very happy to come again and again. But then a few days later, I thought that invite Karthikeyan sir to the sessions came. Now, these things were not expected. That, okay, I was just doing a small online session. Patriji coming to this, you don't feel that you would want to waste his time or bring him up. Karthikeyan was not even regularly be in touch. But somewhere something comes, opportunity comes, unexpected possibility comes up. Then utilize that opportunity to go and then invite. And then with his repeated presence of Patri's energy, and then Karthikeyan liking what he saw, and then writing to many of his colleagues, friends, and then suddenly the foundation or Buddha Siva's work started online in a way that is least expected everywhere. That sudden thought, sudden idea springing up is meditation, makes things possible. So let's look at the science of intention, of what and how manifestations are realizing of dreams and goals is happening through different angles, and see in a few sessions how meditation can make a difference this week to next week as we go along. Mind of great leaders. Mahatma Gandhi, a man is but a product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. This is how he believed this construct. And so then he went about. He went about enhancing your thinking process. And so then automatically then he went about believing that whatever I have in my thinking and in my heart is what becomes. Here, thoughts, it's not just about thought, there is something deeper. But what they're saying, to simplify, is that a product of his thoughts. They're simplifying, they're saying that if you have something core deep inside you that you feel, want something, then it happens, because your thoughts come from your inner space. Somewhere deep inside you believe that this is what I need to do. You're passionately desiring, you're passionately intending, you feel this is your cause, this is your calling. Henry Ford simplifies it. If you think you can do a thing or think you cannot do a thing, you're right. Henry Ford is saying that everything is based on how you shape your personality. This is a personality statements. But he's saying either way you are right, and however you want to think. If you think this is right, then you go on it, and then slowly it becomes your behavior. Behavior brings a change into your life. That is psychology and neuroscience combined. So what you think becomes your belief over a period of time, what you think. And if you say I can, yes you can. If you say I can't, yes you can't. Simple. And you are right either way. You take responsibility for it. This is his mindset. If you develop this mindset, then they seem to be successful. It gives certain framework, one side. Walt Disney, one of the famous failures in the world, meaning if you search for famous failures, you get a list of people, and he's one of them, where he was rejected for creative ideas in the beginning of his career in a job interviews. But he went on to become one of the greatest creators of all times because he was passionate. He had this dream. So it's similar. Now, dreams produce thinking. Your dreams produce thinking, and so then thinking leads to your intentions, and so then they become real. So there's a process. Your feelings about your passions about something produces thinking. Thinking produces intentions. Yes, this is, giving something special so people come and enjoy is a feeling. I want to do something for the people. And then from there comes intention. Oh, okay, I can create something special like this, and so that can happen. Whatever that he had thoughts he had, the dreams he had. If you can dream it, you can do it. In business language, let us say, if you can see it, you can hold it. If you can see it, you can hold it. They're saying if you can have the vision of a leader, if you can paint a vision in a picture, and then you follow through it, and that means you're on it, and you can do it. You're on that, but then keep having a doubt about it, then you also do the doubtful thing too. That means you're there, you're not there. Because simply the mindset is what you dream without a wavering mind comes. If you dream with wavering mind comes that too, that also comes. Because thoughts create reality. So mindset of great leaders is saying that. And the second thing, placebo research. This is solid evidence. The book You Are the Placebo is full of that. Full of that. That's why this is one of the important books. But that book is also not just about placebo risk, it's also about linking meditation to bringing and say, placebo is saying that your personality, what you believe, if your personality changes, slowly you have newer experience into your life, then meditation combined to it can help you to alter your personality, not only that, but also bring up those possibilities into your material self, combining neuroscience and quantum physics as unexpected miracles. So that book is a beautiful book to read, combining neuroscience, quantum physics, behavioral changes, and meditation. But then this year, a experiment by Harvard, and then several experiments, and experiments by moms regularly at home. What you believe is what you create. So they've taken a group of senior citizens and then put them in a resort. And they asked them to just simply think that you are younger by 20 years during that week of stay, 1 week of stay in a resort. And then they've noticed that a week later, 63% became younger, behaving young. A week later, senior citizens 20 to 40 to 60-year-old became 20 to 40-year-old a week later, just by staying in a resort. What did they do? The resort was decorated to be 20 years back in time. So if you go into the resort, then it makes you and reminds you of your youthful life for them 20 years back. They are 40 to 60-year-old, 20 years behind back is 20 to 40 year. What were they experiencing when they were in their prime youth age is what the resort was reminding them of, because it was all decorated to be 20 years back in time resort. That furniture, the dressing styles, the food they eat, the sports equipment, the look and feel of it, the instructions, everything is 20 years back in time. And so then when they walked in and started spending time, then everything they touch and feel and see reminded them of what they were going through 20 years back in time. Those events and thinking and memories were coming alive. And so a lot of feelings were coming out and the thoughts were there, reinforcing them that, what was that reinforcement? Yes, I can do this. Yes, I can do it. I was playing a lot. I was eating a lot. I was chatting a lot. I was partying a lot. I was active in those years. And so the thoughts were becoming full of those. And then apparently, in a week later, they became younger. Means what? They were thinking, they're dancing, jumping, playing, acting, eating, everything more that you do typically in a youthful, younger age. Of course, it's a different thing. Meditation moves you to be that in late years. And so this is placebo research. If you believed something, so they were starting to believe based on their thinking, which is changing them slowly that they are younger, they're youthful, because everybody is talking about the same. That group have been told, forget about everything that you're your present life, and then walk in there and to aid them to think that way, to change the environment and setting. So it's important. The environment matters a lot. What are you hearing? The cues environment gives makes you that. If you spend a month and go to Pyramid Valley or Rishikesh or Himalayas, then slowly, because the environment is all about yoga, meditation, or just meditation. Rishikesh is all yoga, meditation. Pyramid Valley, nature and meditation, and then people are slow and then calm and seem to be happy. And slowly, your thoughts change and say, "Oh, this is a way to be joyful and happy." And slowly adopt to meditation because you're there. Your thoughts change and your behavior changes. Your life changes. That's placebo research. So placebo research, and then I made a reference to moms when children are not, and especially toddlers and then youngsters below 7 years, where there is very less logic. When they've been given and say, "Hey, look," and they're feeling, suppose they're having stomach ache, they immediately give them what? Some colored water, maybe turmeric, maybe ginger, jeera, whatever, something they mix up and give them and say, "Just drink this, it'll be okay." And they will be okay a lot of times. Many times we don't even have a basis, but we give something our grandmother told us, and then we give, and then that just works fine. Placebo. You believe, things happen. Second thing. So, mind of great leaders. Your thoughts bring reality. If you're passionately believing something, it happens. You are the creator. You choose, like Henry Ford. If you believe you're right, if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. Simple. You decide. Then placebo is there. Plenty of research. Then quantum physics understanding. We understood a little bit of it a week ago in this program, that everything is energy deep inside. Energy is interconnected, so we're all deeply interconnected to each other. And if you experience that connection, then obviously you become very empathetic, connective. But there's a second statement there that everything is possibility. It's full of energy. Everything is energy is the first statement. And then that everything as energy is one, not interconnected, but energy gives rise to infinite possibilities to become matter. Energy, that everything is energy, is giving rise to infinite possibilities. There are electrons and neutrons, which are energy and oscillating. They can show up anywhere. As waves, they're moving and oscillating. They can show up anywhere. And so they have infinite possibility field, we call them. Any combination of them can become matter. And so there are trillions of electrons. And so then any combination becomes trillions and trillions combinations. They're called infinite possibilities to become matter, to show up in a way, it becomes experience. How does energy become matter? When observed, subatomic energy becomes matter, particles. There is something called double-slit experimentation. It is done again and again and again, only to conclude that if there is an observer, then the energy that is staying, or electrons that stay as energy, become matter. Observation is creating reality. There is a conscious observer doing this experimentation, seems to be influencing to bring the reality. So are the thoughts. Can we notice something here from quantum physics? Through double-slit experimentation, what is energy as electron, neutron seems to become matter through observation. If the observer is removed, they will go back into energy state and then simply non-existent. But observation is there, they become energy and matter. Matter is our experiences in life. Everything is experience, is physically, sensually experiencing, with sensory perception experiencing something, is matter. That means our experiences. Spiritual science, Vedanta, Jain, Buddhism, they go a little deeper, say you become who you are. Vedanta calls it witnessing consciousness. So you witness. Fundamentally, you are something. So you're observing. the non-self entity. Just sit, and then Jen calls it just sit, and something comes from inside, and then that's what you are observing, and so then slowly, slowly that comes into your life. You become who you are. That means ultimately, whatever is your identity, you say, hey, when you are become a witness, you notice that I am the whole, I am the consciousness. From there comes that empathy comes automatically. You are empathetic. Empathetic means that, okay, you are understanding others. So that means your thoughts are, okay, no problem. People make mistakes and they are not ignorant at this time, they're not understood. It is okay to make mistakes. There's nothing called perfection. Everything is evolving constantly. And so it is okay to make mistakes. And they will too will learn. It comes out of this greatest understanding of empathy. So who you are, if you are empathetic, if you are understanding your consciousness, then you are empathetic automatically. That quality is there. And so then your thoughts are about allowing others to be imperfect. It's okay. If a child does not do well, you are empathetic. That means you're not really beating, very hard on this fact. If somebody did not deliver, you're only looking and understanding how to motivate, how to make the match with their desires or their core interests with what they're doing, as opposed to just simply saying you're just not fit for something. So then automatically what you think is what you become. So automatically behave that way, and so then you experience something beautiful. Empathetic, then you are giving that empathy, so more and more situations come into your life. You become who you are. So, dear friends, in all ways, popular leaders of all times, placebo research, quantum physics experimentation, spiritual science considerations, the statements, yad bhavam tad bhavati, in Sanskrit sloka, that means that what your feelings are, what you become. There are other slokas from different lineage that talk about, again, from philosophy, from Indian philosophy, Hindu philosophy, that ya mati sa gathir bhavet, what is your mati, buddhi is what becomes real. All of them come to an understanding that if your personality shifts, who you are shifts, or if your thoughts and feelings change, then they automatically bring you reality, new reality. Either you can actively change your personality to something within your thinking and feeling, or you change your personality by becoming by becoming that witness or going to meditation to alter your states of who you are. Both work. What we're saying, if that is the state, but then state of a common mind is full of negative thoughts and limiting beliefs. A typical mind is negative thoughts, stressful, worrisome, limitation. Everyone is telling, hey, don't think too high. Your finances are too low, so don't think about even a vacation abroad. Whatever. No, we cannot do this because we've failed 10 times. I don't think it's possible for us. Limitation. Everything is full of that. You're not lucky. Don't even attempt. Oh, I've tried many times, nobody bothered. I don't think I should even think about it now. It's full of limitation. That is all the mindset is. So then your thoughts are coming from those limiting beliefs. And then they're negative to begin with anyway, stressful because worried about what happens to the next week's review all the time. And so then thinking feeling loop that is constantly producing, we covered this concept that the thinking feeling loop is causing our behavior to be certain way, and so then our future is certain way. This is where we are full of negative thoughts and limited beliefs. And so then we are producing, assuming thoughts and feelings create reality, producing the same reality again and again. And some of the limiting beliefs, like it's hard to change reality, I'm short tempered, I'm not smart, I'm not a lucky person, I'm not going to be successful, nothing good happens to me, it's difficult, this, that. These are all core limiting beliefs set like concrete in our subconscious minds, producing similar thinking constantly. But it must change. So we have a system Most people will under stress, most people under conditioning have a system that is producing thinking and feeling which is opposite of what they really want to experience in life. And so, but then however, thoughts and feelings create reality. So, dear friends, we need to change our thoughts to change our future. We need to change our feelings to change our future. Meditation changes thoughts, meditation changes behaviors, meditation fundamentally alters who we are. Meditation changes thoughts as it gives us the space to calm ourselves. It changes behaviors by helping us to reprogram our subconscious programs called these belief systems. And then meditation, when we are every day emptying ourselves to go, and then the science of interconnectedness, science of infinite possibility feel when we touch it and feel it regularly, is helping us to become something different, that we are the field of infinite possibilities. Then we start believing, like how that master said today this morning in that video, that I believed and I go into meditation that yes, there is that document I have to find. And so then it is, you come into the conviction that yes, it is there somewhere, I just have to find it. I can find it easily with the possibility that exists for me to find, rather than spending 2 days or 3 days. I can find it because that possibility exists. If you believe in it, if your thinking is that, then something happens and you surface, you identify the solution. You found it. First of all, you have to believe that it is possible, that you can find it in effortlessly, and then you found it. And so meditation changes the thoughts, behaviors of who you are. And so, dear friends, now using this model, then we have a manifestation science, 5 sutras. The basis is meditation and the knowledge. Knowledge to change your behaviors, to become a different person. Meditation to fundamentally expand our personality to be the whole. And all of those are coded into these 5 sutras of how to bring about change, how to realize our dreams and goals here. One, setting your goals and visualizing the future in neuroscience principles. We set goals, and meditation gives clarity of what to set. Develop openness to possibility. This comes from a understanding that I'm an infinite possibility field. Everything is possible. Normal thinking says if you didn't find for 2 years, you can't find it. Now, open to possibility saying, hey, wait a minute, even though I didn't find for 2 years, it's possible that I'll find it in the next few minutes. Being in that state is that open to possibility. Developing focus so that you are not going here, there, very focused on what you're looking for. Reprogramming limiting beliefs, those conditions, the limitations which are making us behave certain way must change. And so then this is an important aspect of a manifestation science, and accepting and expressing gratitude. That is, no matter what happens to you, being focused, and to be able to focus on what I am looking to experience, I must accept even there are adversities, there are challenges. Can I accept them? Can I weather through them? And then still be there, focused on what I want. That's the fifth principle of acceptance. Gratitude helps. So, dear friends, these 5 sutras, when combined and then practice and meditation and the knowledge, seem to help us to be centered on these five, bring about the change that we wish to see in our life, or experience what we are looking to have and manifest. We'll understand these more in the next few sessions. So thank you very much for being here in this program. So we'll expand on these concepts in the next few weeks and the next few days. And so know more about how, and a little bit more into this quantum physics double-slit experimentation, what exactly is happening there, and then what meditation seems to do there. Some of that we'll have in the next session. Thank you. Yes, Gitanjali Madam, any announcement?
Yes, sir. We have the announcement for the book club, which is happening today. This is a reminder. The book today, which is going to be discussed, is You Can Heal Your Life by Louis Hay. And in batch 1, which starts at 8:15 to 9:15 a.m., it is led by Hari Ramakrishnan and Nidhi Mehta. And in batch 2, we have Priyanka Soni ma'am and Dinesh KR, which is at 8 to 9 p.m. IST. So do take the opportunity to join. And this is the expansion. This book is the expansion of what is happening, what we discussed today, sir. So thank you.
Wonderful. Yes. That's a beautiful book to be knowing about. Thank you. So thank you all. So we'll have answer questions, anything that is there after a short break. Thank you. And then, like you always mentioned, don't feel that you're missing something if you didn't have time. This Q&A that is happening is recorded, is available in our app and YouTube playlist, so you can go back and then listen to them. The app makes it easy because the Q&A is separated from meditation, all this talk. When you go there, you readily can open that particular file and then listen to it, right? So it makes it easy. YouTube, it's all there as a single session. Either way, it's there, right? So thank you all. See you tomorrow again. Sagar. Okay. Well, let's start with
Q&A, sir.
Q&A. Okay. Yes, madam.
Yeah. There are two questions, sir. One question, this is by Udari ma'am. She says that this is not relevant to today's session, but she wants to know that why did you strictly told us to focus on nose tip instead of middle of eyebrow yesterday? There is an option that is favors that when someone focused on Ajna Chakra, sometimes something unusual happens, like getting sights of invisible stuff of the world, such as spirits, ghosts, etc. And also, if someone took this in a wrong way, can get maniac symptoms even, correct? If this is a misbelief, what's your perspective on this? Is that dangerous also?
Okay. First of all, focusing on observing the breath on the nose anyway, but the right place to observe is at the middle of the eyebrows. Observe anywhere to begin with, but the right place to observe is here. Too, if you want to go deeper into meditations, if you can get your attention here. But some are able to just get through to have the desired change and effect, and so you go through it, no problem. I simplify it and say observe the breath anywhere on the nose to begin with, because many cannot find the breath here, and so then they observe here. It was very helpful in the beginning days for me to be putting my attention here. I see that hot air, warm air coming out, cold air going in. Observe it. It happens. But the right place to be here. Now, you're observing the breath to then empty yourself. And so then when you observe the breath, thoughts go away. Then we talked about that you're becoming one with the field. The invisible, you're right. You're becoming energy, invisible. Now, your second part of the statement, that invisible means ghosts and spirits, and this is your fears, your misunderstanding of what that field is. The whole idea of observing the breath to empty the mind is to transcend the body and mind to become one with the whole. Yes, it is there for those who are looking for a simple, a scientific and simple understanding. Okay, your body relaxes, fine, that is there. But transcending the body and mind to receive the third gift of meditation is to be one with the whole, the field, consciousness existing. We've said this again and again. So that means, of course, you're going to look into it. You're going to see what is there. You go there, and then, like that video, the master said, like Dawson Church found his keys because he believed that keys can be found even if they're dropped in the sea. Something is going to happen. Consciousness knows how to bring it up, and so some boy picks it up and then gives him. Our master believed that even though 2 years he didn't find the file, that some possibility surfaces, the solution surfaces, because that solution exists in the field. That is ordinary consciousness. Then you go a little deeper. That field contains people who are departed, so I can go and talk to them. That field is full of masters like Buddha. I can meet them, get teachings from them. What are ghosts and spirits? What is spirit? Enhance the knowledge, madam. Spirit is existence. What is ghost? There are no concepts of this ghost. They're all full of misunderstandings. For that, you have to understand what happens life after death. We never study. You must study life after death. Then you will know what happens. We have these various bodies. For 3 days, that energy body is slowly dissolving. Physical body, the breath is gone, and so the consciousness is leaving from here. And then it is multiple body. The energy body dissolves slowly. It takes 3 days. And then after that, then you are there in this concept of sukshma sharir permanently, astral body, mental body, and intellect body, they call. You are in this sukshma sharir, you are in this sukshma loka. Sukshma sharir means sthola sharir is gross body, sukshma sharir is this energy bodies. You are there in that field, exploring. And so for a few days you are there initially, and then if those entities which are deeply attached to the cause an unexpected death, and this then entities just remain rather than going and graduating into those invisible worlds, other higher frequency worlds. Instead, they are there. And they may show up as an energy form and you feel it's ghost, but they're just our extension of it. They show up in energy form, means they are there. People have witnessed sounds coming from a home, this, that. They're all there, but then their intentions they're just extension of it. If you are on the other side, an energy form, are you still good or not good? It's called a soul form, that's all. But we give wrong names because we don't understand and we have fear about it, attaching fear. We have to drop the fear by knowing what that is, that's all. It's just you on the other side. What are you then? Just you, the same behaviors will exist. So it is okay, it's safe. Very few stay, very, very minute percentage stay. Everything goes onto the other side. Even if they stay, they're not harmful. So don't worry about it. And then you have an opportunity to meet them in the invisible field, and so then you have an interaction. Normally, materially, you can't see them, you can't interact. Suppose you have a person who is behaving poorly, completely out of mind, very attached to things, sadly suffering, grief. That's one of the reasons why some stay back here rather than graduating. They're too attached, and sudden death has happened. And they're really grieving because they're looking at I watch a movie called Ghost, by the way. Beautiful movie, an English movie, Ghost. Okay. So now you're deeply grieving, looking at, family, friends, and they're grieving. Now that thing is stuck there. Now, if you have the ability to see, you know what, then you do, you talk to them and say, hey, look, you can come back into your body later. It's so beautiful out there. So you go out there, help them release. You have a great opportunity to release them go from here. You have an opportunity to release them to go from here because that's what you do. A person really crying and in grief because they lost loved ones. What do? You sit with them, comfort them, give them enough understanding to say, hey, move on with the life. That's what you tell them. They're stuck up there. They need help. They're not bad things. We don't have understanding, then we say avoid things. Spiritual science is about science of spirit to know it. We got to study all of this at some point. We've not touched upon it. In the end of this program, towards the end, there is a session. 6 spiritual science laws. We talk about reincarnation, talk about karma, concepts of cause and effect to explore. There is enough science, evidential science is there to explore. Modern science hasn't recognized it, doesn't mean that it's not there. Our subjective experience, nobody can take it away, and so we got to explore it. Meditation is a great way to dive into this field of unknown and become maybe familiar about it so that all fears drop. The fear of death drops, fear of invisible drops. Then you can lead a life of beautiful comfort and then courage. Next question. So, start reading that book, Many Lives, Many Masters, that were recommended um, in the list of books. Read a book called A Soul's Journey by Peter Richelieu. Listen to PMC Hindi or PMC Telugu, whichever language you have, PMC. Many people talk about many concepts. Our fears drop. Yes, madam.
Yes, we have another question. I wish people like the friends, they write their name. This is by someone called Gen AI. They say that I've been reflecting on something related to meditation and body. And when the mind is constantly active or disturbed, could that state create an imbalance in the body's automatic regulation through stress, hormones, appetite, or energy storage, and perhaps cause the body to hold on to more fat as a part of that state? He further says that as meditation gradually brings the mind into a quieter and more balanced state, could this also help the body come out of an automatic pattern and naturally release the energy that is not there? In other words, he says that can deep inner regulation of mind eventually influence the body's tendency to store and release fat, not through force or dieting, but through restoring balance?
100% right. This is perfect scientific thinking. 100% right. Our emotions, our fears, our behavior that suppresses our emotions causes our body to be irregular in its functioning. One of that is holding off the fat. People drop weight in meditation because they become free in their emotional expressions and then thinking. They stop interfering with the body functioning, and slowly they drop the unnecessary fat. That's what many aspects of it. Of course, it is. That's why the first gift is when you calm your mind, when the stress is dropped, you are restoring the body's homeostasis, the balance, the way it needs to be. Because it's very intelligent by itself. We just should not avoid interfering into it. So calming helps. Now changing the behavior, it must come because you're calm, but then you behaviorally you're not understood to change the new way of thinking and feeling. Then it'll return back to it. Again, you meditate, you calm it. Again, it'll return back. Again, meditate, calm it. So daily meditation helps you that way. But you can fix it by changing your behavior, which is where to become courageous to express. For example, if you want to express, there is a change in behavior. But we have to understand it is okay. If you don't like something, to express it is okay. We are conditioned to say, oh, somebody is a very senior person, you now can question your parents or anybody elders, and so just listen to what they say. Wrong conditioning. And that leads to a certain behavior. Now it is okay if you feel that's not truthful to question. Right? That's change in the behavior. And so then you're absolutely right. Next one. So when you are thinking and meditation brings all these things, and so naturally our body gets better.
We have another question by Sangeeta Vemula. She says, Sir, I'm close to my retirement, but I want to set a new, bigger goal for remaining life. which can help people in large, especially young, to find employment through my project. But I am not able to find that goal or project. Can meditation help me to find my new goal?
1,000%. 1,000% will help you to find. In fact, those are the states which will help you to eventually, as you understand and uncover the science of existence, and then what the term self-realization. Towards self-realization, one must become whole and whole. That means help, give, enough of my own thing for me. You have to move into helping, and you have to move into helping them find what you are liberated with, which is more and more meditation. When you go into that, then you will move towards a more deeper states of joyful states that are not dependent. Your joy is no longer dependent on outside world, instead is inside. None of that will happen. True of that come when you are able to, when you serve, and through serving you become one with everything, and that sort of leads you towards merging with the whole to be that undisturbed equanimous state that you gain. So they're all linked up. Yes, service, helping others is a natural step for anyone wanting to go into a self-realization state. They must. Without that, then you will not be entering into the portals. And meditation will give you that clarity of what is that you want to do. But I tell you what, rather than waiting, you start, if you like this meditation, start giving, because it calms you, start giving it to others. Because when meditation service is given, meaning propagate meditation, promote meditation, eventually helping people to find themselves, and so then you also find yourself. What you give to others is what you receive. Next.
We have a question from Parvati Wagre. She says, human beings naturally make mistakes, but how should we deal with someone who is repeatedly careless or irresponsible? How can we manage our own irritation and frustration when dealing with such a person?
Do this meditation. That's the whole idea. If a person around you causes this uncontrollable behaves in you, and then your whole life will be like that. First we become centered, become that grounded, equanimous, and then very calm being by yourself. Can you be? Meditation will help you first, and then you give what you are, because it's all energy science. If you are very frustrated, angry, that person is, you are sending that energy, and that person then is causing more of that to be given back to you. You are a creator of your destiny, and many times you put it onto the other person. Now, if you are calm, then you can rationally then start sending an empathetic energy to the other person. Because if that's what you wish to see in the other person, then send empathy. Okay, this person is changing for the better. Okay, changing for the better. A lot of times our mood materializes into our environment and people and circumstances. We think they are the cause. Other times it's we are the cause of our creation of these situations. So first we need to change with meditation. And then second, with that understanding, with your energy, new shifted energy, usually people change around you. I'm assuming here must be a very close family member. Usually people change around you, where there's and then as long as the person around you, their act should not disturb you, must come to that state. Can you? And if not, then a lifelong you'll continue to have such issues. When you come to that state where it doesn't disturb you, bother you, that means your learning there is over. Then you're making choices, constant trade-offs, whether you want to be continue to be associated or not. That's a different thing. Right. You can change your environment to be with somebody else if they don't seem to learn to change. But first you have to come to a state where it does not bother you. You must come to that state. For that, enough understanding has to come. I mean, this meditation will help. And second, give them this meditation, by the way. Give them this meditation. Rather than correcting a behavior, give them a tool that will help them to change the behavior. Because behavior, deeds cannot be changed. Your thinking can be changed, your views can be changed. If that changes, your behavior will change. But actions and deeds cannot be changed. Thoughts and words can be corrected. So this we need to give help. Yes.
Yes, so there's a question in the chat by Kamini Naik. She says that whenever I'm sitting or sleeping, I do not like the door to be closed, and I wish to change this habit. And further, she says that I want to understand my psyche behind this behavior.
One second. Huh? Yes, madam. Ask the question again.
Whenever I'm sitting or sleeping, I do not like the door to be closed. I wish to change this habit. Then further, she says that my house is very big and I like to sit all the doors and curtains open. And I want to understand my psyche behind this behavior.
Yes, madam. Some irrational fears are there from old memories. They all will disappear with meditation. So just continue. Read some of the books. So slowly, you'll understand. Please come here. Come. You'll understand and they will go away. Everything will drop by just practice meditation. Okay. More questions are there?
No, sir. No.
No. Okay. So we have a young master Simran here who went through. She was actually coordinating the program, that 7-day intensive meditation retreat. But then she had her own meditations and meditates wonderfully for hours and hours. Say a few things.
Namaste, everyone. Um, I feel a sense of privilege to be a part of this mission because I know it's going to impact a lot of people's life. Because somewhere scientific research is uh, going to increase the receptiveness in people and leads to wider adoption of meditation. I thoroughly enjoyed a lot throughout this journey, and I learned a lot. One of the greatest insights that I received during this retreat is I need to participate in life. I cannot withdraw from life. And that active participation and action is required in this chapter, in this new phase of my life. Um, Besides that, regarding meditation, I had such wonderful experiences of love or oneness. There were moments when I could sense a lot of energy on my spine and I couldn't sit. So I had to lie down on the floor, and I could see white light. And I was just crying because of love, crying because there was a sense of bliss within me. Um, my body was completely, the temperature became very cool. And my feet were really numb. My mouth was open, and with my open mouth, I was breathing in my meditation. And my hands were vibrating. Something different happened, um, very transforming for me. Um, yes.
Beautiful. What more you want? If you get an insight saying that I need to participate, see, for those who think that meditation withdraws life, all parents must hear. It will help you to be in life. It essentially moves you towards a purpose. That purpose has to be understood. Meditation connects you to purpose. They all come with a plan and a purpose. In rare cases, the purpose is to just relax the whole life. Then they don't do anything. But there also is a purpose what to do. Just like, to between two jobs, people want to take a break. Suppose you are at home, 6 months you're taking a break. Those who know that you are on a break, we are very happy for you. Those who don't know you're on a break, they'll just come and visit, and then let's say some uncle comes. Then without knowing the details, got a minute to listen to you, and then someone says, "Oh, okay, yeah, he's there at home for 3 months." Just you are casually telling. He's there at home for 3 months. That's it. And he doesn't have time to listen to the whole story anyway. Oh, you're wasting time? Why? Come on, you're 30. Why are you at home? You didn't find a job, or why are you just wasting time? They'll give all kinds of conditions because the only thing they know is that you have to be working all the time. You have a break. If they listen a little bit, expand the time horizon, oh, he's actually on a break, chose purposefully. And it's a good thing. If they have better understanding, there is a good thing to take a break to rejuvenate, then they'll appreciate it. Otherwise, they will not still appreciate. You're wasting, money will come. But like that, in between lifetimes, and a lifetime can be just break lifetime. Eat bhaji and eat, constantly idli sambar and then just enjoy life. It could be a break lifetime. So some people may be like that. We have to recognize rather than pushing them and say wasting life, you are baap ka paise kacha kar rahe ho, all this and stuff. But they have to allow them to find their purpose. Meditation allows them to find the purpose. So rather than forcing people to change their behaviors, we give meditation so that they know what they need to do. They know what they need to do, and they know what they need to do, they'll automatically move into it. Meditation also gives the power to move into it. It develops willpower. It gives clarity, it develops willpower. Third, it gives energy in the body. All three are there, so that then you are into action, appropriate action that gives you deep satisfaction. Thank you, Simran, for sharing that. And then, of course, she has all kinds of stuff. I was watching her in that experience, your body shivering, and then even one of the meditators sitting next to you was a little surprised. What's going on to you? Well, it happens. Many things can happen in meditation, but they're all safe. Blissful experience are there, body healing is there, pains are there, many things can be there, but they're all absolutely safe. Okay. Thank you all, dear friends. So we'll meet tomorrow again, and we'll develop on these concepts of the 5 sutras of manifestation principles with appropriate examples in this week. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. It's possible that attack host probably is sleeping. So let me play something.
You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world.